buckets in all. Conference matchup in today's game as the Pistons come into town for this one. Glad to have you with us for more NBA action. I'm Kevin Harlan, introducing the rest of the 2K broadcast team. Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and sideline reporter Doris Burke. And a look at the starters for the Pistons. Chris Middleton is out there with Roy Hibbert. Then there's Lowry. Then there's Andre Drummond. And it's Caldwell Pope in it, the 2 spot. And Lowry gets it to go.
Kyle Lowry, an inside-outside scoring threat, has become a deadly three-point shooter. And despite his relatively short stature, he's able to drive inside and finish effectively because of that great strength.
And here's Fry from the arc. That's good, and so Teague with the assist.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Pass to Hibbert. He dishes it to Caldwell Pope. Hibbert inside. Guarded by Fry. And for Lowry, not much of an in-between game, but that may be by his side.
Yeah, he gets to that rim and beyond the arc. That's really where he makes his hay. And as long as you can do it the way he does, which is often and with efficiency, mid-range game is something you can work on later.
Now here is Lowry. Clock at 6. He kicks it to Middleton. Fades back. Rebound Atlanta. Right side Teague. Duncan with his screen on Lowry. Over in the corner, Dudley. Carroll passes to Teague. Duncan with the screen for Teague. An easy layup, and we're coming off the pick.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
The Pistons have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Now here is Lowry. Kicks it to Hibbert. From the paint. It's hauled in by Fry.
He operates pretty well in traffic, guys, but that was a tough play to finish off.
And here's the intentional foul, but you know, it's coming here at a very inopportune time.
Yeah, that's a bad play there. I mean, that can really cost you the game. You've got to be smart when you make those intentional fouls.
Brandon Bass is checked in for Detroit. No dice from the high post.
You know, he's so confident, sometimes to a fault, and that showed right there. That's a bad shot.
Exactly. I mean, that's self-inflicted damage right there. There are a lot better options than what he took.
The feed now to Teague. Three-pointer. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. Pistons trailed by 3. Outside Lowry. Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. And he gets it to go from the corner. Caldwell Pope's got his first 2 points. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And Fry kicks to Duncan. Teague dishes to Dudley. That's good, and so Teague with the assist.
The defense sagged off, and, you know, he did not hesitate to rise up and bury that three.
Lowry kicks the pass. Shot from the low block. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. Atlanta leading by 4. Outside Teague. Now the dish to Carroll. Dudley the pass to Fry. And there's the foul. It's on Brandon Bass. That's his first foul. And the Hawks making a change here. Adams checked in. Teague kicks to Dudley. Back to Teague. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Teague left side. It's picked off. Here's
Hammer time! Hammer time! Great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and trigger the fast break.
Wow, and now it's just a one-possession game thanks to that quick hitter. Fantastic basketball on the open floor.
For Detroit, they've gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway.
Coach Mike Budenholzer got early consideration for Coach of the Year award honors in Atlanta before a rash of injuries just sidetracked their season, but a promising young head coach, really sharp.
Now here's Dudley. There's the pass to Duncan. Shot clock at 6. Teague kicks to Dudley. On the wing. That's good, and so Teague with the assist.
He's hit the ground running here in the first, putting together a nice quarter offensively.
Lowry kicks to Bass. Feeds to Middleton. Dishes it to Lowry. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Kyle Lowry, an unrestricted free agent this offseason. Last year playing really well in a contract year. The question is, can he maintain that level of play now with this new deal?
Father Covington's checked in for Atlanta. Foy comes in for Jared Dudley. And Lowry, one of the more underrated players in the NBA, but he's also gotten into it with coaches in the past 2 clubs.
Yeah, you know, some locker room concerns. He can rub folks the wrong way, but I tend to always want to give the player the benefit of the doubt in this situation until you know for sure what the issues are. Nothing wrong with a little sandpaper coming from a player that's out there competing.
Now here is Lowry. Jeff Teague unable to get his shot to go. Lowry dishes to Caldwell Pope. Fires from deep. Shot's good. Caldwell Pope's got 7 points. Atlanta's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Randy Foy is on the way. Duncan, the pass to Adams. It's tipped. Lowry with the ball. He feeds it to Drummond. Lowry is green on Teague. And Middleton kicks to Caldwell Pope. It's hauled in by Duncan. Duncan's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
Yeah, even though it's early, I mean, that's a great sign for them for the rest of the game.
Lowry kicks to Caldwell Pope. Duncan with the block. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Teague dishes to Duncan. Back to Teague. Misses, and the dry spell continues.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Now here is Lowry. Pass to Middleton. Lets it go with a 3. Shot is off. And Atlanta will go the other way.
I get the feeling that Tim Duncan would make a mean poker player. With his reluctance to display emotion on the court, it's pretty clear when he's on the court, the big fundamental is all business.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks.
Then you talk about Duncan's reserve demeanor, snubbed from the All-Star game last season, but you never hear him complain. That's just not how he does things.
Luis Scola, he's checked in for the Hawks. Jeremy Lin comes in for Teague. Scola kicks to Covington. Here's Foy. That one off the back iron and out. And for Duncan, as respected Clark as he is, you wonder if he's gotten the recognition that he truly deserves.
Well, it's like a lot of things, Kevin. Sometimes you don't truly appreciate it until it's gone. But he's one of the 10 best players of all time in my book. Consistency, high-level performance, championships, every measure you use to evaluate him makes him one of the 10 best to play.
Tries to save it. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession. The Pistons leading. And here is Marshall. Pass to Moore. Dixon a screen on Lynn. Moore. No good from outside. Lynn the pass to Ford. Back to Lynn. Pass to Covington. Shot to stop the drought. Detroit with the rebound. Moore outside. The tray. That falls. Great assist by Marshall. Moore's got himself on the board with 3 there.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
Back to Lynn. 6 on the shot clock. Foy from long range. Hibbert pulls it in. Pistons leading by 4. Hibbert with a screen for Marshall. Here's Moore. Lets it go with a 3. Atlanta shooting a pretty distressing 27% here in the early minutes.
Risky pass there. They're lucky to retain possession this time.
Here's Covington. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Scola kicks to Ford. And the 3-ball is good. 1:31 left in the first quarter. Now, here's Marshall. He dishes it to Hibbert. Hickson sets the screen for Hibbert. He got right to the cup using that screen.
Heads up, aggressive play right there. He saw the smaller man on him, took it straight to the basket.
For Detroit, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
Well, you look at last season's numbers, guys, down below 70% as a team from the line.
And, you know, whenever they get into a stretch where it looked like maybe they would turn it around,